How are you?
Hey, Miriam.
I knew
Hi,
you.
Miriam.
I know you'd choose me just for the fact that I didn't have makeup on, and I hate going on without makeup. And I wanted to say hey, so I wasn't about to go miss my chance of putting eyeliner on.
I love it. You were just next in the queue, so it was super random. How are things?
Okay, it's funny because I just joined. Things are good. So I wanted to get your advice on something. I just published my second book on the 18th. My first book's all about saving money. That's my whole brand as the kosher coupon lady, right? So I teach people how to save money. And I went off brand just after a crazy journey in my life. And I wrote a book all about law of attraction, which I'm sure you're familiar with, right? What you think, feel, and believe creates your reality. But my journey to it, kind of the successes and failures with that. So I wrote a book called Lessons in Law of Attraction. I just released it on Amazon on the 18th.
Okay.
And I released it early in the crazy midst of this pandemic.
Okay.
And my game plan is just to get the book out to influencers because, why try to be the marketing guru when there's people whose whole social media are on that. But I wanted to know, with everything that's going on, any advice about what I should do. If that's kind of been my game plan, should I continue with the game plan? Any other ideas on how to market the book? And also, can I send you a copy of my book?
You can send me a copy.
Yeah.
I think influencer marketing is a great idea, but as you can imagine, I think I get sent 200 books a day, right? And so, and the reality is I've promoted 0 books because I don't read them and I don't know what's inside and I'm scared to. It's not that I don't want to, it's just that I don't have, first of all, I can't read. And second of all, I don't have the time to read it. And then if you're going to promote something, you're co-signing that, right? And so there's a lot of fear in that. I think a lot of influencers are really hurting themselves by promoting things that they don't actually believe in, and they're just taking the dollars, and eventually that just ruins your reputation. I think for you, I think one of the things to really focus on, and I've been very consistent about this, it is a content game. And I think it's also an access game. I think you should consider doing this with your audience, right? Just literally Q&A, answering questions, talking about why you wrote it. It leads to value and it leads to people becoming interested. I also think distribution across multiple platforms, right? So LinkedIn and TikTok are 2 places that I've been very hot on that can build new audiences for you. So I think content and the contextual content within those platforms at hyperbolic scale is disproportionately the biggest opportunity in marketing. It just takes a lot of work. The notion of like shipping out a book and being like, hey, post this has a lot less friction than putting out the work. But I think the work over time brings a lot of value.
I mean, hard work doesn't scare me. So, I mean, my first book I sold all over the country. So, I think
it's a content and access game. I think it's content access. I talk a lot about like, watch what I do, not what I say. Like, that's what I do. I do content and access.
Right. I mean, you're fantastic with your content. You're constantly on here. And I mean, I think that's how you've really obviously built your brand. Content's key, right? You can't get around that. Like I'm, guilty of one of these things. I don't do as much as I should on here. I just started another page for this book because it gets confusing when you dual brand. So that's why I just started another author page. That one's at Miriam Wortel Official. But for the Kosher Coupon Lady, I know I haven't come on here just because I have a full-time job that's really a business because and that has to take up most of my time because that's what's making most of the money.
Have you thought about documenting that process? Like literally taking like my phone right now is laying up against a bottle of wine and we're just filming here, right? Like I think a lot of people overthink production. I think literally somebody filming you or you filming yourself of what you're actually doing during your business is a piece of content.
Okay. The only thing is so I can do that for like the side businesses. I own like 3 side businesses plus my main job. I work in the financial industry and I can't go into detail on that for compliance reasons, social media.
I understand.
Because that's the majority of where my money's coming from. And, so, for me, like that, I can't post anything about or whatever else. And
I got it.
I'd love to, but I'm very passionate about financial education. And I also,
look, I also would tell you that 99% of people I talk to that are in the financial industry use regulation as an excuse. As somebody who's works with Chase and somebody who's met with tons of personal brand financial advisors, there's a lot. You can't make claims like this is you can't make claims, but there's an enormous opportunity to create content around the financial sector and financial advising It's just that people use the whole blanket of like, we're regulated. I mean, you know, obviously my dad and I, like, I grew up in a liquor regulated business. We have our toy clients, Hasbro and Mattel, through the years. We had them both as clients at one point. They're ridiculously regulated, can't market to kids. Like, I think, you know, I would tell you, because I'm educated in it, there's a lot you can do around the financial sector.
Right. Well, that's why I'm focusing on the consumer realm for online. And then if people get curious, they can always find me for the other stuff. I do make other content videos. I can't set up my whole brand for the main business on there, but that's fine because that's doing okay in the way that
I get it.
Yeah. But I do need to focus on one of my biggest challenges, you know, for running my page for the Kosher Coupon Lady is, I don't have a great place to film in the house, and I'm one of these perfectionists, so I haven't found that perfect thing. And I know I just need to just post content. People just want the information. They don't care.
They do. I mean, look at our background right now. We have a window that's bad for lighting. Like, I mean,
I don't know. I think it's great. It looks very peaceful. You can see the outside.
Guess what?
Like,
Your background looks great too. No,
like stuff.
You're overthinking. People are in the business of saying no. You know, people are in the business of saying no. You need to produce content. It is the cost of entry for success in business today. It's as simple as that. It just is. Evan, thank you so much for having a couple seconds and being able to tell the Believe Nation a little bit about Empathy Wines. It means a lot to me that you would take this valuable real estate and time on your channel to give me some love. It means a lot. It's just good karma points, and so you're awesome. Thank you. Believe Nation, if you're into wine at all, go to empathywines.com. My whole career's work was poured into producing a wine that rivaled $40 to $60 wine for 20 bucks a bottle. I'm just super excited about this subscription-based wine business. You can order 3, 6, or 12 bottles in subscription form, rosé, white, red. If you search on Instagram or Twitter, you will be blown away. People are literally like, I don't even like Gary Vee, but the wine's good. Super proud of the effort. Thanks, Evan, for the time. Wishing you guys all happy and healthy.
If you want to learn how to market on social media like Gary Vee, check out the video.